Thank you for listening to Read BBS. Ciao.
Read BBS. BBS. Can't blame a man for trying. You can't fault the effort either. Shakur Stevenson, he did all he could do. Shakur did all he could do, but it was to no avail. He went the distance. I did my best, but I guess my best wasn't good enough. 'Cause here we are back where we were before. We're back to where we started almost with Shakur. The fight wasn't boring. The fight just wasn't scintillating. But here was the fight. Round one. Shakur gave away round one. He lost round one. He was gauging distance. He was feeling Artem Harutyunyan out. Round two. Shakur closed distance. Got up close and personal. Got more. He got acquainted with Artem. By round three, Shakur Stevenson no longer gave ground to Artem Harutyunyan. By round three, Shakur Stevenson no longer fought off of his back foot. He was in drive. He was a vehicle in drive. He wasn't in neutral. He wasn't in reverse. That gear shift was in drive from round three onwards. From round four onwards, Artem, he was in retreat. Artem was in survival mode for the remainder of the bout from round four onwards. Now, rounds 4 through 10 in particular, they were not boring. They were not boring. Shakur was defiantly stalking Artem at times, almost a la Tank versus Frank, to where Tank just gave no fucks about Frank's capacity to hurt him and just boldly, defiantly stalked him. Shakur was doing that to Artem at times. Beating Artem's ass, really banging away to Artem's body. It was a very good performance from rounds 4 through 10. But then Shakur, I don't know if it was fatigue or what have you, but he let his foot off the gas a little bit and he didn't close the show. And that's just it. Shakur cannot punch. Shakur cannot finish. He had Artem on the brink. Had him on the urge, but he just ultimately he couldn't and didn't finish him. So you can't punch, you can't finish all that well, and you got a guy in survival mode. That was a bad recipe, and that's what we saw. Of course, boos came, and then I was kind of taken aback that ESPN, Top Rank on ESPN, went out of their way to show what appeared to be fans leaving Shakur's home crowd, no less. They showed fans exiting, or so it seems. But here's the thing. This was in a fucking Prudential Center, whatever it's called. Seats, like 18, 20,000 people? Okay. If you've ever attended a big fight in your life, you got 10, 12, 15,000 motherfuckers. How many motherfuckers was there? At least 10,000. You got 10,000 people all in one place. There's never a time when there isn't a crowd, a line of people walking up the stairs somewhere, walking down the stairs. I don't care how big the fight is. I don't care what the event is. You go to any Super Bowl, it's always motherfuckers in the bathroom at Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? Think of the biggest, most well-attended fight ever. Ali Frazier 1 was one of them. The first original The Fight, as it was billed. The Fight. Okay? It was motherfuckers in the bathroom and walking up and down the aisles for the entirety of that fight. Floyd versus Pacquiao, same thing. No matter what fight you name, you got enough asses and seats, got enough motherfuckers there, there's a large crowd exiting and entering throughout the fight. I found this tacky, especially with Shakur being a free agent after this fight. It was pretty tacky to me for Top Rank and ESPN to work in unison to basically devalue Shakur like that. Yes, it could have been some of his home crowd leaving. It could have been. But it isn't for sure that, even though it's already being sold as such on the internet, which that shit just wasn't cool to me. It was like a nice parting shot. Here you go. Take this fucking with you into free agency, motherfucker. With all that said, Shakur over everybody. I said it before the fight. I'm saying it after the fight. Shakur over everybody. I said it during my live stream. Thank you to those of you who tuned in to the live stream. Yeah, we did it. You can get my real-time thoughts on the fight in the live stream. Please check it out. I'm doing one for Boots Ennis and Avanesian next week as well. But yeah, Shakur over everybody still. Everybody from 140 down, Shakur's over you. And that includes Gervonta Tank Davis. I know that sounds like a clutch my pearls type of prediction now, but I stand on that. And here's why. Tank off of his back foot? Tank Davis ain't gonna beat Shakur Stevenson off of his own back foot. Tank Davis can't afford to give away rounds to Shakur Stevenson and hope to come back. And if Tank dares to be near as aggressive as he was against Frank Martin, or if Tank gets behind and has to be as aggressive as he was against Frank Martin, he's opening himself up to get pieced the fuck up by Shakur Stevenson. Make no mistake, the reason Shakur didn't get a KO against Artem was because Artem went into survival mode. Artem stopped opening up. That shit wasn't working out for him. And for all this shit about Shakur can't punch, no, he's not a banger like that. But he tamed Artem. He made Artem realize, look, if I keep opening up on this motherfucker, he could knock me out. And Artem was not willing to go there. So yeah, it sucks in a way. Rounds 4 through 10 was what I wanted to see. But there were still rounds 1 through 3. And then there was rounds 11 and 12. And yet another decision win for Shakur Stevenson. There's value in that belt, though, Shakur. They can say what they want about you. They can package and concoct and make it look like you had fans, your hometown fans walking out on you. You're still the fucking defending WBC champion, bruh. And all roads to being undisputed go through you. Motherfucker can't be undisputed at 35 without seeing Shakur first. Stand on that, Shakur. Shakur over everybody. I said it then, I'm saying it now. Read BBS, BBS. Black Burp Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.